In our first item, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Jaber al-Sabah, asserted that the Arab and African countries shared the same views regarding the problems which face the two regions, adding that this similarity helped in adopting the resolutions and recommendations by the Third Arab-African Summit. His Highness called on the Arab and African heads of state during the closing session of the summit to continue building upon the results they arrived to in the two-day conference. His Highness told the leaders that their speeches and comments included important visions and proposals which were intended to bolster the Arab-African joint action. His Highness pointed out that the conference presidency and the General Secretariat, in collaboration with the Arab League and the African Union Commission, will follow up their implementation in the manner that served the common goals of the Arab world and Africa. His Highness the Emir said the conference concentration on the economic aspects of the joint cooperation would establish a new approach for action in future, and the Arab and African countries would benefit from its fruits. His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Jaber al-Sabah, finally thanked the Arab and African leaders or their representatives for taking part in the summit and wished them all safe return to their countries. In the meantime, the Arab and African countries who participated in the third summit asserted their commitment to continuous cooperation on the basis of strategic partnership which tries to maintain world justice and peace. They agreed in Kuwait Declaration, which was issued by the summit during its closing session, on South-South cooperation, which includes the Arab and African countries. The summit also agreed on continuing efforts to lay down policies which foster economic growth and adopt financial policies tailored to enhance sustainable development in order to uproot poverty and fulfill the goals of the development in the second millennium. The Arab and African leaders at the beginning of Kuwait Declaration expressed deep thanks and appreciation to His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Jaber al-Sabah, for the genuine efforts he made to ensure success of the third summit thanks to his wisdom and firm commitments. They also expressed thanks to His Highness the Emir for the generous initiative which he announced by instructing Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development to provide easy loans worth of $1 billion to the African continent in the next 5 years, and for the investment of another $1 billion in the African countries during the upcoming years. The Arab and African leaders renewed adherence to the common objectives of the African Union Statute and the Arab League Charter. Kuwait Declaration also underlined the Arab-African countries to maintain productive cooperation and coordination in all fields, including the fight against poverty, piracy, drug trafficking and organized crimes across the borders. The declaration said the leaders agreed to foster cooperation among the African Arab countries, expanding diplomatic and consulate representation, calling on parties to work out peaceful settlements to disputes and the fight against terrorism.